Hey all, at it again. I'm on Kapiti Island and I'm about 30 seconds into the first walk. There's a tui, but he's gone behind the waves. There's so many birds and I'm 30 seconds in. It's crazy, it's awesome. So today I'm doing the trig track up to the lookout and back down Wilkinson's track, I believe was the way I decided I was going. I think that's the ranger's hut there. That's the ranger's hut. Left from Kapiti, from Paraparam, Kapiti Boat Club this morning. Boat left at 10 o'clock. 20 minutes out here. We just had a, I'd say it was about an hour sort of orientation and instructional session, hearing about the birds that we couldn't see and why we shouldn't walk around with food hanging out. And I've just come up to the historical whare. So we are off on the trig track to a trig, 2 hours, 2 kilometers. You know what that tells me? It's going to be steep. Let's get it. So, I'm about a kilometre in to the trig track. They said it was the shorter but steeper track to the summit, and it was a bit more like a goat track than an actual track. I haven't been for a hike since Boxing Day, so that's over a month, and I was very sick in that time as well. I think it was 2 weeks with a viral thing that floored me for 2 weeks. So I'm actually struggling. It is steep, but I just paused here to, 1, get my breath back, and 2, show you what they mean by goat track. So the way is up there like that. So it's tough going if you're struggling with your fitness like I am at the minute. It's quite a humid day as well. Near the end of the trig track is a bird feeder for the hee-hee bird. I think I said that right. The hee-hee bird is a big favourite of the cuckoo, Solomon Islands cuckoo. The cuckoo comes over, kicks the hee-hee's eggs out, lays its own and pisses off back to the Solomon Islands. And the hee-hee, which is about that big, raises the cuckoo, which is about that big. So as a result, the hee-hee is struggling. They're on the endangered species list, and so they've got specific hee feeders. So hopefully I don't have a heart attack before I get there. And we've got a weka. Can't see it properly on the GoPro, but he's just there. I won't get too close to him, but he's found something. He's digging in there. Go on, son, get it. Did you get it? No. Oh yeah, he got it just then. Is there anything else in there, mate? You're not leaving the forest floor until you finished all your bugs. Anyway, I've been successfully distracted long enough. Carry on. Uphill. So, here we have the hee feeders. The hee or stitch bird. How fitting, because I currently have a stitch. So the hee go for nectar, pollen, that sort of stuff, floral food, if you will, and so does the tui. And the tui is a big boss. So they've put these cages around the feeder. So in there is raw sugar syrup, and the holes are only big enough for the hee to fit through, because if the tui found out, this would be the tui feeder. Don't know how they get into that one. Oh, there's little holes. There's a little hole there. Yeah, so there's little holes for that one. That's quite cool. The hee are the only ones that get fed on the island, because they are so endangered and because of those dickhead cuckoos stealing their nests. So the hee are getting a little helping hand with being fed, and everything else on the island has to look after itself like they normally would. Part of the induction getting onto the island, don't feed the birds, they've got to learn to do this shit themselves, and they do. But the weka and the kaka will always try and steal your shit. It's been very steep on this trick track, very steep, and I would love to say I've enjoyed the bird song, but I can't hear anything over the sound of my heart beating in my ears and my struggling to breathe. I need to get fit again. Alright, so just made it to where the trig track joins on to the Wilkinson's track. And now we're heading up to the summit, which, yeah, I didn't think it was less than a kilometre. Apparently there was quite a lot of bird life. I was just speaking to a young family then. They saw takahe just walking on the track, and kakas, and yeah, they said it was really cool. So I'll be heading down that way, because the trig track is uphill only, and I think that's just like to prevent injuries, I want to say. I think that's the nicest way I can put it, because nothing about that track was more difficult than any other tracks. I'm struggling because I'm really unfit from being sick, but you know, it was just a bushwalk. It was a bushwalk. So I think they've made that one uphill only to protect people. Good, good. So we made it to the summit. What a view. Nothing like close-up clouds. Oh, more clouds. Yep, clouds. Bummer. It was quite sunny from what I could see on the way up. Give it a couple of minutes, see what happens. Well, we're not going to get any summit scenery views, just clouds. Never mind. Alright, well, let's head back off down the track. See if we can see some birds that I've been hearing so much about. So what's cool about this is I think there was about 20 odd people on the boat, maybe 30, including kids. I didn't count the kids. But so you sort of all on the boat together, and then you all do this induction together. And then the tour operator sort of asks, alright, so who's going, just a rough indication in case I need to rescue anyone, who's going where? She goes, who's going up the trig track? And it was just like, just me. And now everyone that I'm passing on the way back, like, how's the trig track? How's the trig track? Oh, celebrity. Oh. So yeah, I've got, I think, another 2.5 hours. Yeah, just under 2.5 hours. Boat leaves at 3:30, and it's 10 to 1 now. So I've got 2.5 hours. Apparently the walk down's only about an hour and a bit, and I might go for a bit of a swim. Maybe I'll go check out another short walk somewhere, but maybe on the way down we might get to see some more interesting bird life, because the trig track didn't have a lot. But you know, at least I can say I've done it. Seen lots of these little guys. This is probably the 7th or 8th wicker I've seen on the walk. Yeah. Now that it's downhill, I can actually hear the bird song. It's not drowned out by my struggling to breathe and the heartbeat in my ears. It's quite nice. The track on this one is in much better condition than the trig track. I imagine it would have been quite steep in parts. I've only really just started it, and I'm going downhill on it. A lot of people that I spoke to at the summit said that it was really steep at the start, that the track is in much better condition than the trig track. But you know, at least I can say I've done it. Hmm. 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 Right, so what have we got? Visitor centre. That way. Lake walk, 10 minutes. Oh, down to there where I started, the historic house. Okay, we're gonna go this way. Yeah, back to the visitor shelter. So, that was Kapiti Island. That was the Trig track, Summit track, and the Wilkinson's track. Wilkinson? Yes, Wilkinson's track. Saw umpteen weckers, tūtakahe, wood pigeon, I forgot the Maori name for them. What else did I see? Lots of hee-hees, the white heads, I can't remember the name of them. Tons of birds, really cool. It is only like, I think it's only like 2 o'clock, yeah, 1:45. So all up I was walking for 2 hours 10 minutes. Really cool, really cool. I've still got an hour and a half to kill. I bought these boots and they're actually hurting, so I'm really keen to get them off. Good thing I brought my jandals, so I'm going to go hang out on this beach for a while. Alright, I'll be back soon. So the sun came out about 10 minutes ago. Would have been good when I was at the summit, but anyway, man, very cool. Definitely recommend it. I'm just wandering off now to the boat. Pretty sure she said the southern ramp, but I don't see anyone else heading this way. So hopefully I'm going the right way. Who knows? We'll find out soon enough. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, all that jazz. Yeah. See you next time.